Okay, good morning, everybody. I think it's already 8 o'clock in the morning, and this is Olusegun, and I'll be the anchor for today's event. I want to welcome everybody. I want to welcome, let me see the name of the list. Liberty, Sidhu, Kenny, and Akman, and many more people. I can see some numbers on the chooks. Olorunfemi, Edisu, Wen John, Wen really, Akabuizi, Neil, Olufunke, Gideon. I see you all. And shout out to Ellie, those are the early comers. And of course, that's why I give them shout out. That's because they came early. And this is my face, all of you can see it. So I'll be putting up the camera in a moment so that we can actually focus on my voice. But while we're waiting for more people to join us, let me see if I can just attend to one or two questions. I'm going to kind of like just raise up your hand. We unmute you, and then you can talk to me. Okay, if you know you like to speak, maybe anything off topic, on topic, anything. Okay, so just raise up your hand. I will unmute you. So that's Oluwatosin I can see there. So Oluwatosin, go ahead and talk to me.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Yes, sir. Actually, I want to ask, how does Fibonacci retracement, how does it work specifically? And how can we use it in the trading strategies?
Well, your questions, let me ask, which location are you, first of all?
Oyo Town.
Oyo Town. Wow.
Yes, sir.
That means you normally attend our class in Ilorin or Ibadan.
In Ibadan, Owade House.
Right. Okay, so how many times have you attended our classes?
Let's say 5 times now. 5 times.
5 times. All right. So that means maybe the Fibonacci retracement part or two have not been mentioned in class. So in the next maybe 2 minutes, I plan to start this strategy session in the next maybe say 0805, 0807. That's 807 in the morning or 805, depending on the number of people that come. But so that means you still have like 2 minutes for me to answer your question. Now, the question you posted for people that are just joining us is, how do we use Fibonacci as a tool? Okay, so well, let me start by saying that Fibonacci as a tool is very useful for people that like trading support and resistance. Some people, it's actually basically for support and resistance, literally. Some people use some softwares, sort of software that plot support and resistance for people, okay, for them. But this price that you see on the chart is actually randomized. Let me show you one. For example, this software that you see that plot this support and resistance is a software. You can see proven resistance. You can see tested support and blah blah, verified resistance. There are some software that plot that. Now beyond that, there are some other kind of like theory postulated by Fibonacci. That's Leonardo Fibonacci, an Italian, that said that when price move or when how do I say it now? He actually postulated some numbers, okay, random numbers that people can use, natural numbers that people can use for their benefit in mathematics. So traders actually infuse those numbers into trading or into charts to actually tell us what price is doing currently or what price might do in the future. Now, if you look at what I have on the screen now, the price actually moved from, let me plot, say from this zone, like a sweep. Okay, it's just like when you have kind of like an eagle. Okay, if you have eagles move in the sky. Now, eagles might have been, monitoring kind of like the surface of the sea. They see maybe some tiny fishes that they can just grab. Now, they will monitor and so monitor that accurately that at the swoop, they can just go down from a height, it's very high in the sky, and enter the water, dive into the water, and pick whatever fish they want to pick and move. Seen it happen. Now, that's the kind of thing that happens there. So when the price suddenly moves from, say, from this zone, move straight up, rested a little bit, and then move this side, that's a very sweep and very steep move, almost like an 90 degrees. Now, that is not normal in the market. This happens when there's news in the market. Mostly, this happens whenever there's news in the market or when there's a fundamental that drive that particular price. Probably in this particular instance, I wouldn't know because I've not checked Forex Factory. Probably, pound has issues, okay, and then euro took advantage of it, or actually, euro edge, okay, and actually, edge out pound in that instance. But whether you like it or not, the price has moved. Now, what traders now do is that they employ Fibonacci as a tool to check this price are move like this. If a retracement happens, like it's happening now, okay, and then the price is beginning to come down, where will the price get to before it begins to go back up? If it wants to go up, or will it complete 100% retracement? Those are questions that want to be asked. So it is possible that the price will move to half, that's about 50%, and go back, or 60% and go back, or 20% and go back, and all that, or even 70% and go back. But whether I will like it or not, will it complete 100% retracement? Those are the things they want to know. Is there a support and resistance along the way? Those are the things people. So because of that, we might just plot Fibonacci. Now let me see if I can plot one on this particular chart so that we can see it and understand. So those are the tools. Now for us to know when to buy and when to sell. Now this is the Fibonacci tool, the one I'm touching now. And then when you click it, when you want to draw it, you have to draw from the beginning of the move, not from the end of the move. Now, this is the beginning of the move, so you have to draw from low to high. Now, unfortunately, my Fibonacci tool is plotting black, so we are not seeing it. So I'm going to change the color to low levels. I want to change the color to yellow so that we can see it, right? So, like I was saying, so you draw from low, that's from the beginning of the point, and then you move to the top of the point. That's the end of the move. Now, unfortunately, also, I actually did some adjustment to my field. So I'm going to right click again and reset to default. Okay, defaults. And then I'll click OK. Now, this will plot all Fibonacci levels for me to see. Now, also, as it is now, there is a particular one that is missing, which is the 70%, 78% retracement. I think that's where the price is changing now. But by and large, where traders are interested in, if they want to place a buy, for example, when the price was falling, if it is falling, where will it fall to and refuse to go down? Or where will it fall to and begin to rise up? These are the things we want to know. The levels that traders are interested in, I must tell you now, and for people listening, are the 38% level, very important for traders, but not as important as 50% level. Oh, sorry, let me see if I can duplicate that. I actually want to duplicate this. Not as important as 50% level, and then even the 50% level, sorry, even the 50% level is not as important as 61% level. Those three levels are very, very important for traders. A person like me, personally, I actually subscribe to more to the 61% level. So I'm going to delete that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm going to plot the game. So for traders like me, I actually like the 61% level more than any other one. So if I'm to wait for a buy, as price is falling down, if I'm to wait for a buy, if the price is going to hit a support and begin to go back up, I'd rather wait at 61% level. So let me give you an instance. Let us say that I was interested in trading this particular, instrument when the price was falling, fell to 23% to 30%. I'll be watching, and then once the price gets to 61%, I'll buy. What I can do is to put what we call buy limit at 61%. Check this out. If I put buy limit at this level and I target 10 pips only, imagine just 10 pips. While the price was falling, the price fell to 61% and move up. Now check this out. If I draw this and show you the move from here, the price moves to this, right? It moves to 50%. That's from that level. If I check the number of pips traveled, it should be more than 10 pips. It should be more. This one traveled about 14 pips. So I would have made $100 instantly. By the time it gets to 50, it begins to fall. Now, normally, there are some strategies we also use that can check and ensure that we don't even come out of this in a loss. Okay. Some people, if they want to use this 61% level also, they can use it like let me check. They can use, excuse me. Sorry, it's just daybreak and I woke up late this morning, so Pardon my voice, seriously, pardon my voice. So if they can use or we, let me say we, because I'm a trader. So I can use the 100 level as a stop loss. Okay, people do that. Now, if you are buying at 61%, you can use 100 level as a stop loss. And of course, remember that if you are using stop loss. But if you don't want to use a strategy that we have taught, all right, anyway, that you can use also, that we use 61% as stop loss. That's 161% as stop loss. But we also place a sell stop at 100. Okay, ensuring that you don't come out of this trade at a loss at all. Okay, no matter what happens, you always come out a profit. Okay, that's if you don't want to use stop loss at 100. But then that's it. So I can now begin to drag it. So people use it to find support and resistance level. Now, to check which support and resistance is valid on the chart, what we normally do is when we draw Fibonacci like this, we look for areas of support and resistance already. For example, this is one. And then if that area of support and resistance, coincide with the level of 61%, then it gives credence to it. So you can see that when the price begins to move up in the first instance, when the price begins to move from this level with a very deep move to this level, this is the first area of issue. That's the area that the price begins to have issues. That means the price hit the resistance around here, then gather support and break that resistance and move to this level. So if the price is going to crash down also, this is the first area that is going to have issues. So that's why you see the price will not even go down easily from that place and go back to 50%. So I think that, this is not a class for Fibonacci, but I believe that this should have at least explain a little bit what Fibonacci means to people so that they have an idea of how to use it. I think I've answered your question. And of course, I've taken people's time, so I need to start analyzing now. Are you satisfied? Let me read comments. Are you guys satisfied? That explanation. Okay. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. So I'm going to begin the class now. Appreciations. I'm going to begin the class right now and start moving. So I get your feedback. So let's go. Now, what's the thing we can do today? Let's start from this £0 and remove Fibonacci from the screen so that we can use, because that's a different strategy altogether. So that we can use a better, indicator to actually tell us what we can do. Now, this is an advanced strategy. Anyway, I rarely show it, but of course, it doesn't show also I think is what we used last week for this £0. Monday last week, we placed a sell limit on £0 that gave us money. I know a lot of you cash out. Now, if you were here Monday last week and you took a sell limit on £0 and it gave you money, show your face or just wave. Okay, just wave or just say yes or comment yes. Comment yes. If last week you took this same £0 we are looking at, selling it, and it gave you money, type yes on the screen. Let everybody see it. Okay, if you don't type it, I will not like it because I know you gave people's money or give money to people rather. So I'm going to kind of disable my video. Okay, what is this? Please, the percentage is confusing. Can you please call? What is this one? What is organic creed? What is this saying now? Yeah, I don't understand what organic creed is saying now. Okay, so you are going to say yes. So even if you are the only one that say yes, I like that. Okay. Okay, I like that. That means you are the only person that made money last week. Anyways, it's fine. Now let's look at what we can do today. This £0, can we buy or can we sell now? Like I said last week, when you zoom out on your chart, you want to see the areas of buy and sell pressures. Now, I think it would be okay for us to place a buy on £0. I think so, but I don't want to jump into conclusion. So we can check with some other indicators. But before then, I think when I came in this morning, I saw USD CAD as an option that we can actually take. Let's go to USD CAD, all of us. So USD CAD, let's place a buy, direct buy. That's instant buy. I said buy because I feel that the price should appreciate. Okay, it's based on what I checked. Let me zoom it up to check this one. So let's see if we can place a buy on USD CAD. Buy will be okay. It should be appreciably, should be okay. Why do I say buy? Because around this Bollinger Band, around this lower band of the Bollinger Band, there is an inside bar. This candle is actually inside of this one. Okay. And then now there is what do I mean by inside of this one? If I look at the low of this green candle, this is the low, thereabouts. And then this is the high of this green candle. Now you can see that the low and the high of this green candle is inside of the range of this red. Now this is more like a very steep, price move down to take people out. For example, if somebody has bought from here before, let me show you something. And the person used this kind of stop loss. That's the tail of this candle as stop loss. Somebody bought around here. Say you place a buy trade around this place where my crosshair is, because you see maybe whatever you see, and then you place a buy. You expect the price to go up. Maybe the price will already give you 20 pips, and then you use your stop loss around this level, and you are happy. Now, before you know it, the price begins to move down, and before you know it, it took you out. That means this one would have removed you from the market. Now, that's because you refuse to take advantage of the 26 pips, and now the price is beginning to move. So this one is like, taking people out of the market, and then there is a kind of like an inside back candle now that tells that after that one, we have seen a bullish candle form. So I think it's time for us to actually look towards the buy. So I'm going to place a buy directly on this one. I've told you the reason why I should understand that. So I want to place a buy directly. And now that I've placed a buy, my stop loss should be below the low of the candle that took people out of the market. So this is the candle that took people out. So if you are using your phone, look out for this candle. I'm on 1 hour chart on USD card, 1 hour. So you look out for this candle, this big red candle, right? And of course, you look for the low. Ensure that your stop loss is not touching the candle. Okay, it shouldn't touch the candle at all. And then drop it at any value you see. That will be your stop loss. Any value you see, be your stop loss. And of course, your take profit can be anything you want. Okay? Anything. It could be that same 20-something pips. It could be 35 pips. It could be anything. Okay. Just drop it wherever you feel that you are comfortable with that take profit. So that's USD card. We have taken one trade today. Let me check questions. Questions. So Wisdom said I should increase the volume of my voice. Wisdom. Let me check. Wisdom, is it okay now? Is the volume good? I've taken it to 100%. Stop loss at where? Joshua Pius. Now, Joshua Pius, the stop loss is below the low of the big candle, the red candle. Just look at the shadow of that candle and put your stop loss below it. Any value you see on your chart, use that stop loss. That if that value is lower than the low of the candle, use the stop loss. All right. So now let's click go to another one. Let's say we're looking at today. Let's look at Euro USD. The Euro USD, they call it Euro USD. It's a very Euro USD is my favorite instrument all along. Okay, it's one of the best instruments in the market that anybody can trade. Low liquidity, low spread, high liquidity, very volatile, and it's sure to actually give you money. If there is a signal on it, it should give you money. Yeah, money. So based on what I've seen on this screen, the price is actually low, and I feel that the price should appreciate. The price should appreciate. Okay, but beyond the appreciation, let's look at some strategies that can actually tell us whether we are going to buy or not. Last week we bought it also. We bought Euro USD last week. It gave us money. So let's see this week what we can do with it. There's a signal. All signals are pointing to buy direction. Let's look at D1. Wait, now with the D1, with the way I've seen this D1, Euro USD can go down. It could go down. That's the way this chart on D1 is structured. It could go down. All right. So let's see if I use a trend line. I'm trying to do a top-down analysis on Euro USD. I'm trying to do a top-down analysis on Euro USD to tell you what the price will do. Kind of. Now, if this Euro USD rise to this trend line, it can fall. Because this trend is still down. This trend is down. Larger trend is down. So whatever Euro USD is doing now is recovery. Okay, so the trend is still down. That means If we see opportunity for a sell, we can still take it. Now let's go down to H4 and see what is happening there. Remember, anytime the Euro USD rises to this trend line on D1 and D, we have to be looking for a way to sell. Now on the H4, the price is beginning to, let me see what number is this line. Oh, sorry, this is 50. Okay, let's change the number or the corner of the number to this and change this one to simple. Okay, then we do another one. I want to check something very fast. Do one and red. So it can be exponential. Go ahead. Now, on the H4 front, this Euro USD has potential to go up, definitely. Okay, so that's because, of course, there's still room up there. Remember, we still have this trend line to, contend with. What I mean is that if this price get back to this trend line, please remember that, okay, this is where the sell pressure will be much. Anytime the Euro USD return to this line in the future, if the way it is now, it will be in the future. What I mean by future is that it may not get, sorry about that. Now, what I mean is, it may not get there now. It may not move in a straight line and get there like directly. So it could be somewhere in the future. That's what I mean. It could be anywhere along this line in the future. But anytime it gets to this line, so you can draw this on your chart. When I teach people to understand. Okay, so if you are using a phone right now and you're listening to me, just look out for D1. First of all, draw D1. You can put your phone on horizontal. Let me enable video so that you understand what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I have a phone here I can use. All of you can try and see, look at my face. Let me do something. So try and see what I want to do now. So let's say, I don't know. I actually want to see if I can change, show you my phone screen. I don't know if I can use this laptop to do that. I'm going to bring up my empty phone. And then I want to see if I can actually this one is not even doing okay. So I don't know if it's good enough. Now, this is my screen, right? I don't know if this screen is good enough. You can see the way I squeeze my chart. Let me use another phone. As a white background of the empty phone. I want to show you how to do that on your phone, especially for people that are using phone. So you can take advantage of that. Okay. So I'm starting my empty phone also on this one. And I want to go to, since I'm looking at Euro USD, I'll just straight away go to chat. So I'm going to now go to Euro USD. Chat. Good. So this is my Euro USD on the screen. This is the way it looks like now. But I want to now show you how it should look like. How it should look like when you take your phone to horizontal. So now if you're using laptop, this is straightforward. This is easy. But phone might be very tricky. So I'm going to squeeze my phone to like you have to. What I mean is that you have to squeeze your phone. Sorry. I don't know why this one is making this funny sound this morning. Messages are coming in anyway. So you squeeze your phone to nothing, right? I don't know if this screen is good enough. Now, what I did was that I used two hands, two fingers, okay? I zoom in, just squeeze my screen like so. If I want it to be bigger, I just have to, zoom out like so. But I want it to be small, so I have to zoom in. So after zooming in, you now take your phone to horizontal. Now, when you take your phone to horizontal, I don't know what's wrong with this phone. Well, sending too many messages. Let me see if horizontal is not enabled already. Okay, it's enabled now. Now you have to take your phone to horizontal. Oh, Jesus Christ. So you take your phone to horizontal like so, landscape. Now, when you take your phone landscape, you can now begin to draw your trend line. You can draw trend line on your phone. So all you need to do is to click on the tool. Okay, there's a tool on the MT4. When you press once at the center for a circle, you should see if you're using portrait, it should be a circle. But if you're using landscape like this, you look at the left side and the right side, you should see something look like it be kind of like a triangle. Okay, let me check here. Okay, so you see an icon that it's a three icon in one: triangle, circle, and rectangle. So when you click on it, it takes you to this part where you can see trend line. Okay, you can see lines. All right, I think it's clear enough. So when you see that, you can now begin to draw. I don't know if I can. I would have loved to actually show you from laptop. I could have connected my phone to my laptop and show you, but because of time, I can't begin to start that software now. Okay, I think that explains how you can draw trend line on your phone. And when you draw the trend line, you can put from D1, you can now put your chart on H4, and then you can begin to do your analysis from there. Now I'm going to switch off the video again so that we can continue this conversation off record. Now that's off video. Now after drawing your trend line like so, you can now begin to look for opportunities on EURUSD. Okay, so you can now take it back to H4, and of course you can now begin to check now. But based on what I have here, this price will still approach this trend line. Now that means it's still on the upward swing, but it is against the trend. It's against the trend, so it's very dicey for you to now say, okay, I want to be buying because the price is going to trend line. It might not get there before it begins to crash. But based on what we have for this H4 right now, this price truly wants to move to the upside. So we can now zoom in and say, okay, are we taking the trade? Shall we take it? If you ask me, we should take the trade. Should take the trade. So we can still take a buy. All right. And then now that we have got, the next question is, where should our stop loss be? Now, this is the turning area. This is the turning zone. This is the final turning zone. After that downfall, this is where the price begins to rise to the upside. But then, if it is too large, if you don't want to use that stop loss, you can just use below this candle. That's another area of stop loss. So you can use, finally, you can use this one. I think I prefer this one. So this 1.063338 is your stop loss for this H4 trader 2. And then your take profit. Remember, your take profit can be anything. And of course, remember that you still have room. As long as your take profit is not above the trend line, you are good. So you shouldn't take anything profit above this one. So that's it for EURUSD. That's it for EURUSD. Right. So we can now go to another thing. I'm going to check your comment section now to see if somebody dropped a comment for me to read. Okay. Somebody say USD carries of a downtrend. I agree, but then we have taken a buy. So let's take the buy. Please, would I be helped with my MT4 account password? I have the office. I have written, but it's no response. Gideon Okokoro. You want your password for MT4. Now, what you can do for me is to give me your email. If you give me your email address, I will send it to your account manager, who will request, for a password reset for you. Okay. And of course, the system will automatically generate a new password and send to you. So send me your email or drop it. Just send it to my personal DM. Don't drop it here. Okay, this like a market where a lot of people are here, so I don't want them to see your email. All right, so drop your email. Let me see. Gideon Okoronko, you can send me a direct message. I think you have done that. Gideon Okoronko. Yeah, I've not seen your email. Though. I've not seen it. I've not seen it. Okay. Let me see more question. Okay, so you have dropped your email. Let me just copy your email and send to your account manager directly. You need a password reset. So let me send it. Permit me, everybody. I need to just, attend to somebody that needs, to, log into his account. Okay, second. Okay, all right. Let me copy this email and send to the manager directly. Okay, so I think I've attended to Gideon. I've forwarded your password, sorry, I forwarded your email to your account manager, and of course, it's going to reach out to you, with the reset. Just keep on checking your email, because when that password is reset, you have a new information on password directly on your email. Of course, that one is independent of the account manager or myself. The system that will actually automatically reset it for you. Now, let's see if I can, um, somebody said I should go through how I arrive at trend line. Well, this is not that's Churchill. Churchill, unfortunately, I may not be able to do that because, this is not a strategy class. This is just analysis. Because this is what you should do. And of course, you follow it. So because of time, we have a lot of things to look at, right? So, but, as a summary, what I did was that I went to, D1. I went to D1 on USD. That's daily chart. This is D1 now. Now, on this D1, I connected the dots, okay, based on what I can see from wide view. When I say wide view, this is a wide view. This is a wide view, like wide view. Price on this view is downtrend. Okay, it's obvious. On a larger move, it's downtrend. So because of that, you might want to now say, okay, where can you now be selling? Now, if you now take it closer, you see that if I delete this trend line now and delete it, there was a steep trend line before that was broken. It's something like this. Okay, broken, right? Now there's a new one. Let me move it. There's a new trend that is forming now. Let's do this. And then this. So based on what I can see here, there's a trend. There's a new trend. Anytime price gets to this line, it drops. You get back to this line, it drops. It's going to come back for that line. Now, this is a very smaller view of it. Okay, that's a very smaller view of it, but that's the way the trend is now. Okay, and of course, it's obvious. Okay, except you want to actually, maybe drag this one to this part, like a capture more points, right? You can do that. Now, that's another trend. Now, what it means is that even if we are using this smaller, this inner one, you can use this inner one anyway. Still usable. So this is another trend, but the trend, whether you like it or not, is still down. So what we can now do is to switch back to H4 to see what we can do with that information. Now, what it means is that anytime price get back to the trend line, it can continue to drop. That's all it means. Now, remember that there's a larger one up there that I created. So, but before then, if price is, price is not something that's going to go on a straight line forever. There's not going to happen. It will continue to go up and go down, go up and go down. But we know a trend is forming, and the trend on Euro USD now is down. So whatever Euro USD is doing now is recouping, kind of like retracing or taking part of the losses made. When the price is going down, it's a loss for euro anyway, gain for dollar. Now, what I'm now seeing is that pending the time the price will continue to go down, this might just be a move back to this trend line area. And because of that, we now went to H4 and zoom in closer and use kind of like an indicator, which is these two indicators. That's the moving average 21 and moving average 50. There's a way I use it to know or to tell me what I should do. Based on what it is saying now, it is telling me that the price have potential to go to the upside. That's why we took a direct buy, instant execution buy on Euro US. Now, the next question will now be, now that we have bought, where should the stop loss be? Where should the take profit be? Now, the take profit should be below the trend line. Remember that. That's very important. The take profit should be below this trend line because that's a resistance, we know. Now, the next thing is, what about stop loss? We now concluded, based on what we can see on this screen, that this is the turning point, first of all, this area, when the price was crashing down to this level. This is where the price turned in the first instance. But it might be too large for people to take. So, oh, this trend like this stop loss is too large. The next stop loss should be below this candle. Now, let me zoom in so that you can see the candle very well. Just like this. This is the candle I'm talking about. I'm going to use an arrow or a pin to show you this candle. This is a candle that actually changed direction of the market. This is more like how do we call it? It's a spinning candle. Now, a spinning candle is a reversal candle. I take that back. A spinning candle will be a reversal candle and it could be a continuation candle. It can act any of the two roles. Now, based on what the candle did here and the way it formed and where it formed, it's actually a spinning candle that says that most likely the price will continue to the upside. Why? Because after forming, there's a bullish candle that formed even before the one with arrow. Okay, let me use an arrow here. This bullish candle that formed after it, that's this one. Let me now delete this guy. We have seen the spinning candle. This one that I put this small arrow on that, this candle is green, and it confirms that the price still wants to go to the upside. Now, after that, there's a breakout. This is what we call breakouts, okay? Around this area, there was a breakout. And now the price has potential to continue its journey to the upside, irrespective of what the fundamental will do, irrespective of whether maybe one needs to come out, maybe non-farm payroll or whatever needs coming out. This information is independent on it. Okay, this is 100% technical setup that says that the price has potential to go to the upside. Where will it get to? Honestly, I cannot tell you. I'm not sure, but it has potential to go to the upside. And I follow suit, so we place a buy. Now, the next thing is now to finally pick a stop loss. If you don't want to use this larger area as stop loss, then you can use this small area as stop loss. That means you can use a price below this candle. That's the leg that says that price wants to go up. So that's why we use this area as our stop loss. Now, on your own screen, whether a phone or laptop, you can pick any of this price. This price is good for stop loss that I'm touching. This price is good for stop loss. All these prices are good for 1, 2, 3 are good for stop loss. So we use anyone around it. That's a stop loss. The take profit should be, like I said before, it should be below this resistance. Okay, so any price along this range is okay for take profit. So you can use anyone. That's why we use this area as our take profit. I think that concludes it for Euro US. Let me check if there are any other questions. This Oluwa says, good morning, you mentioned my name. I greet you well. I greet you too. Okay. See, I was his lecturer at Jogo some 3 years back. Thank you very much. Jogo is in Ibadan. Okay. Yeah, welcome back to this conversation. How is Ibadan, people? Say, please adjust the volume. Which volume again? I've raised my volume to 100%. Any other questions there? You have questions, you can drop it in the comment section. I will look at it. Okay, so somebody says, please, sir, I have buy trade running since Thursday, and they are all on negative, minus $30 of a $50 account. Now, why will you be trading with $50 account? This question is to ediasuk@yahoo.com. Well, I cannot trade with $50 accounts. I don't think I can do that. So why don't you make it at least $200, $300? Okay, this market is how do I say it now? It's a random market. I don't know if you can see my face. Let me check. Okay, video. Now, like I said, this market is a random market. When you see a random market is a market that is never stable. So price, when you place a buy, okay, and you expect price to go up, price can fluctuate. You expect price can go down. In the going down deep, you can consume your $50 because it depends on the lot you use anyway. And then upon that, you are still not trading on one instrument, you are trading on three: GBP card, USD card, Euro New Zealand, and Euro GBP. Very funny. Okay, those instruments you even mentioned have larger spread. That means they need room, to recover. So I really don't know how I can help with a $50 account. I'm being honest. Okay, I don't know how I can help with that. So maybe you should add money to your account. Of course, maybe you can actually help it. All right, or you can, after this conversation, you can just message me with a screenshot of this account. Then I can check those instruments for you and give you a better advice. Okay, so but let's leave it there and move to the next question. Where is the red candle? Where the red candle is there the resistance? Don't know where the red candle is. It depends on the instrument we're talking about anyway. But we just finished Euro USD. I'm a student and I just started trading. You're welcome, Eddie Asuk. Eddie Asuk, you're welcome. Okay. Any other question there that I can look at? No other question. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next one, and I would like to look at oil trade. The long I mentioned crude oil. Crude oil. Okay, so this is crude oil chart, and based on what I can see here, the price on the international market have potential to drop. Unfortunately for Nigeria, this is the period we begin to experience fuel scarcity. That means our petrol price is going up, but crude oil is going down in the international market. Very funny. Now, if we are to follow what the world is following, Nigerians should be enjoying lower price of petrol now that the crude oil is falling, or the crude oil price is falling. Now, this is an hour chart, jokes apart, and based on what this 1 hour chart is saying, this price can actually go down. But let's look at D1. I have an opinion. Now, D1, in the D1, we can see the price is ranging after a fall. But let's see if we can use trend line to give us an idea of what to do. Okay, so there's a breakout, right? Obviously. So the next question is, where should we buy? There's a breakout, really, on the D1. Okay, so that means the price has potential to go up. What about H4? Okay, on the H4 front, after that breakout, almost a reset, a retest. You can actually say it's a retest. You can see that a retest. This price can still drop back to this level anyway. That's on the H4. So what we can now do is to check if this price is going to go back to that level. Let's see if we can use that strategy to check on the H4. Okay, all about H4 finally. Same thing. So this oil price is not giving me, my humble opinion, it's not telling me to tell you to buy or sell, right? Based on what the indicators are saying. But if I use pattern, the structure of the charts, this price have potential to drop. Maybe the reason why they didn't even gap down. So now we need to wait a little bit. So that means there's no instant or direct trade on this, except once you use buy stop and sell stop. We can do that. We can actually use buy stop and sell stop because, of course, remember there's a range right now, and it's obvious there's a range. Okay, on this 1 hour chart. What I mean by range is that the price is around this zone. It's actually trading more on this block than any other place. So it's not really going up. It's not really going down. It's just more, I think, just, okay, more on this range. More. Please more on this range than any other place. So what we can do is to do buy stop and sell stop. We can do that. but it's a large distance. Okay, it's a large distance. So if you want to use buy stop, you can use around this level, set up that area. So it's too large. I don't want to give you what may not work for you. So let's keep crude oil and look for something else. All right. Let me check your comment section and see what people are saying. About US 100 sell. Is it still going to sell? I'm not sure. Oh, Yesina, I cannot tell you whether it's going to sell or not. What's your name? My name is Subishegun. You always say on Monday? The answer is yes. Abraham. Okay, good morning, sir. Please, can we have good analysis? The answer is no. Direct no. I don't want to look at gold. I want you to, on your own, you can look at gold, but I don't want to look at gold. Okay. Sorry, I didn't get the trade on Euro USD. Someone put me through, please. Morgan Creed, you have been asking this question more than 10 times. We pick a buy trade on Euro USD. Okay. So you can go ahead and do your own buy. Is it going down? Oh, you see, I'm not sure. Good morning, instructor. What is this question? I just joined the class. I traded some years back on this platform. I'm not very skilled on the trade, as it is highly technical. I want to do copy trade this time around. So what I need to do, who is this? Damilola, can you, we are working on copy trade. We're working on it. So it should come any moment from now. Or pending that, you can just, come into any of our classes and learn. It's very easy. Okay. More questions. Sorry, I didn't get it. Oh, sorry, I think I've read that already. Is it possible you can look at USDJPY? Alebode Isedu. Yes, I can look at USDJPY for us all. Okay, so I'm going to go straight to USDJPY. Majors, USD, Japanese yen. Okay, so Japanese yen came down with a crash. Maybe it's the beginning of a new thing for Japanese yen. Okay, so let's look at what indicators are saying concerning Japanese yen. Let's start with breakout. I love this, right? I actually love this indicator. Not my fault. I love it. So Japanese yen have potential to go down. True. Because if you look at the D1, I've been saying this like, I don't know how many times I've been saying it. The D1 is, can you see it? I tell people that when you see a price move like this to your advantage, if we divide this, I said this, I think I mentioned this last. If you divide this screen into 3 parts, one, that's 4 parts anyway, but with 3 lines. Check this out. If we do this, this. Let's take this one down a little bit. Now, looking at this screen, there are 3 lines on the chart, 3 lines running through. And then we have the upper end, the lower end, and the 2 middle ones. What I normally do when I started trading, when I learned from, one of the person that told me this is a woman, and she's a Singaporean when I was still actually following her. All right. So she said that if the chart is like this, what you need to do is to divide it into 3 lines and of course into 4 parts. Then you now paint the inner 2, paint these parts. Now that's a no-go area. Those are the areas we will not trade. Remember, this is D1. So based on what this chart is saying now, the areas you can be selling are the upper parts. Here you can be buying at the demand zones at the lower part. So I think based on that, this chart have potential to go down. Based on that information that I just gave you now. This chart have potential to go down. And one of the indicators that you can use at this level is a reversal indicator, like the main reversal strategy. Okay. So with this one, if this one tells you to sell, for example, now this is a bearish engulfing coming all the way from the upper band to the even past the middle band. So I think this price should go down on a good day. It should. So if you're on a buy, you can close your trade now and manage the loss. Because if it continues to go down more, you can injure your account. If you are not on a buy, don't enter a buy. If you are not on a sell, you cannot begin to look out for a sell. And if you're on a sell already, maybe somewhere below, there's hope. That means the price can still enter profit for you. Now you can see that on this mini investment strategy, what you are beginning to see are the arrows pointing down, that the price I want to go down, the price I want to go down. Or like shouting, we're going to my two, going to my two, from Moshodu. That means you can get in the ball. So I think we can still begin to look for a sell. Okay. Now, can we do instant sell? I doubt it. I doubt it, except you just want to, enter it. Okay, so let's see if the price will close below this Bollinger Band. If it does that, that's a breakout to the lower side. But then there's volatility already anyway. So, and it's much. This volatility is much. They happen all happen today. So I think we need to be very careful with selling, because the price is still at the upper end, though the signal is there for us to be looking for a sell. So I would have loved for us to, kind of like place a sell when this candle close. We missed it. So let's do a sell limit, all of us. At 156,215. Let's do that. Sell limit at 156,215. Let me use this indicator and check something out. Sell limit at 156,150. Sell limit at this level, 156,150. Let's do this one. We want to sell, but we want to sell at this line, this red line. So we're going to do new order for this one. And instead of instant, we do pending order. And then we use sell limit option at 156, maybe 156, 150. See this 156, 150 price here. That's the price we want to use for sell limit. So 156.150. 150. That's our sell limit. Now, if we use this one as sell limit, where should our stop loss be? It should be above this range, right? It should be above the highest. So we can use 160, 170. That's 160.170 as our stop loss. 160.170. What about take profit? It can be anything. I think if it's going to go down, it's going to break all the support. So let's use, say, 153, 150. 153, 150. 153.150. Since all of you are listening to me, we're more than 100 in this class. My screen is still, as you can see it. I'm trying to place a trade on USD JPY. And I want to place a sell limit trade. I want to sell, but I don't want to sell now because of the volatility already. So what I now choose to do is to sell when the price take a little bit of retracement to the upside, and then I can sell at 156, 150. That's what I have on the screen. 156, 150. That's our entry. Now, the next question is stop loss. If we take a trade here for a sell, that's from this line. I don't know if I can just paint it. I want to see if I can change the color to blue. We want to sell from the blue line. If we sell from that place, our stop loss should be above this highest point. Our stop loss should be above this point. Should be above that point. So that's why we choose this 160, 170. That's 160.170. Then our take profit can be anything below, anywhere below. It can be anywhere around this zone. If the price is going to go down, it's going to continue to break the support because price has gone up for a while. So we now choose to use 153, 150, 153, 150. Somewhere around that level. So that's why we choose that one. So go ahead and click on place. That's what we have. Right? So any other question on this? No. Let me see comment. How do we identify false breakout? I represented copy trade. I think you have mentioned this one. Okay, can we have an office in Benin? Not yet. We are not far from Benin now. We normally send people to Benin to do training. So we don't need an office there for now. Good morning. How do I subscribe to AI trading from Misan Mego? Which one is AI trading? That's you need a software to trading for. Well, I don't know. You can go online and search. There are many AIs online, and of course, that you can get. Yeah, and of course, you can use it for your benefits, right? And of course, you can also check MetaTrader platform product itself. Okay, you can check the market section. And of course, you can use any AI you can see there. There are some free. So are you still working on the use of robots and EAs? I'm not working on use of robot and EA. I don't work on use of robot and EA. I train people on how to trade, and of course, I teach people how to actually, use their hands to make money. So I don't work on EA and robots. All right. So how do we identify false breakout? I'm presenting the copy. I think I've mentioned that copy trade is coming. So I need a one-on-one mentorship. Okay, Miss Mego. Finally, I can answer this one. If you need a one-on-one mentorship, you have my phone number 090-2039-8739. Message me on WhatsApp. I'll be reading your message right now. And then you can schedule a one-on-one mentorship, provided you qualify. All right. Okay, I will check. There are some criteria to qualify for a one-on-one mentorship. First, you have to be a VIP. Of course, so we're going to check all those things. Message me now or WhatsApp on that number 090-2039-8739. You can do one-on-one mentorship if you so like. Now, John Collins, I'm reading all your messages now. John Collins says, good morning. Kindly give summary of trades hints of today morning analysis. Which one is summary? Are you not part of this class? Gold next. We are not looking at gold. Please, a good Samaritan help us to the entry on USDJPY. Network is fluctuating here. Well, we are still on USDJPY. The entry price is 150, 156, 150. I've been 156, 150. That's what we use. That's the entry price for sell limit. Okay, please. What is the instrument, please? Mrs. Agidi. I don't know what is the instrument. Your voice is too faint. Humphrey. Sir, please, how many pips is most I do for a stop loss? I don't do pips for stop loss. I do structure for stop loss. There's the difference, big difference. If you are using pip for stop loss, it means you want to use maybe 1-to-3 ratio, 1-to-2 ratio. People do that. I don't do that. I use structure for my stop loss. I use areas where price we find difficult to get to. Those are the areas I use my stop loss. Structure. Okay, so let me see more questions. Battery on USD and Euro USD red. So yes, somebody that's Kayode Eniola. It says buy trade on USD card and Euro USD is in red. So what? You expect price to, when you want to buy like this, price to just go your way. I only which can, maybe I'm not in which. I'm not a babalawo. Okay, that can tell you I don't do Morocco. If you buy, it must go there. I don't do that. I do things according to what the price is giving me. The price tells me to buy, I buy. And of course, remember, price will never move in a straight line. Okay, so if you to go to profit, you go to profit. If you do not go to profit, there's a stop loss there to stop it. All right, so you have nothing to worry about. We need office in Warri. Okay, Warri is not far from Port Harcourt. All right, so please sell stop on USDJPY, sir. I don't do sell stop. I only do sell limits on USDJPY. Okay, when is your next seminar in Benin? Very soon. Alebode, very soon. Please, sir, your contact is so that I can send you the chart of the trade. Again, 090-2039-8739. Please, sir, I didn't get your phone number. I just call it now, Mr. Melu. Please write out your name and number. Rishi. As I'm calling my name now, Olusegun, you are not hearing it. Okay. Okay. Please, sir, your phone number again. Please, sir, give me your phone number. Please, sir, the sell limit, please. Yeah, I find it difficult to know when the trend is about to reverse. Well, Okoji, Dorothy, Ngozi. If you find it difficult to know when the trend is going to reverse, okay, I can tell you categorically that there's an indicator that you can use either on phone or laptop that is a reversal indicator. I use it as a reversal. Some people use it as a trend indicator, but I know how to use it as a reversal indicator, and that's Bollinger Band. So get friendly with Bollinger Band. You can know when trend is reversing. Now, any other questions there? We need office in Enugu. Enugu is far. Okay, so but then we can do something around. Enugu is also close to Port Harcourt anyway. So I think those are the questions that I can see on the screen. I think for those people that didn't get my phone number directly, maybe because of my voice, do something for yourself. You go to your account manager, just message them, maybe WhatsApp, and then ask them for my phone number. I don't want to write it today. I don't feel like writing it. All right, so they will give you my phone number, and of course you can contact me. Now, this is where I'll put a stop to today's class. I'm going to enable the channel for a question, just one. Okay, so if you feel like asking me a question, it must be an important question that relates to what we are discussing today. Raise up your hand, and then I will enable you to talk to me. Just click on hand raised. I have not finished the class. People are already calling me. Wait now. Wait, let me finish the class. Okay, Organ Creed. Go ahead and talk to me, Organ.
Okay, thank you, sir. I said you should re-give the sell limit for USD JPY, sir.
I should give you what?
The sell limit for USD JPY. I asked you to give the sell stop, but you said it doesn't give the sell stop. But I want the USD JPY sell limit again. That's the only thing I want now.
Can you see this screen?
Yes.
What is on the screen now?
I'm seeing the ask price and bid price.
You are not seeing anything more than that.
I'm seeing other things.
Like
I'm
what?
seeing the like the candle, the charts.
What of this one that I'm touching now? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
What is that number?
160.7.
160.170.
Yes, yes, sir.
That's the stop loss. So this is the entry. Sir. This is the entry price.
Okay.
Now. This is the
okay,
stop
sir.
loss. And this is the take profit. Everybody copy very fast, very fast.
Okay, I screenshot it. Thank you.
So go ahead and enjoy yourself. Okay, sell limit. That's the entry price there. That's the stop loss there, and that's the take profit there for the USDJPY. Now for the Euro USD, we have again for the Euro USD, for those people that came late, instant execution buy. This is our stop loss, and this is our take profit. This is our take profit. Again, these are stop loss. That's for USD. That's for Euro USD. So I'm displaying it so that people can see it. Now for USD CAD, we did instant buy also. Let me close this one. Instant buy. Now this is the information also. Instant buy. That means you have to buy instant on your phone or laptop. Then this is the stop loss for that one. And take profit for that one. I'm showing you all these ones so that you can take advantage of it. Okay, so there's no question of, oh, didn't show us the stop loss of the profit. I'm showing it to you now, live and direct. More people are raising their hand, but I cannot take more questions. I've already taken it for Creed. So who I can take for now? Let me do for one more person. Between Oluwashola and Damilola. Okay, so let's go for Oluwashola. Yeah, Oluwashola, ask your question. Oluwashola, ask your question. Okay, so thank you very much. No questions. And I'm going to see you again when I'm here again. Okay, thank you very much. Somebody has already posted my phone number. All right, thank you very much. I will see you again. Tomorrow we continue at the same time, 8 o'clock. So we're going to do this every morning, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock until Friday. I'll see you around. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.